big banners in the middle. The mini prints are down here. The little baskets. All the stickers. So quite a few of these are new. I'm very excited about this. This one's a personal favorite right now. Hottie with the doggy. Smitten with their kitten. And then the book, it's just right here in the front. Also with corresponding numbers to the displays, just so it's easier for people to tell us what posters they want. The new ones. They look pretty decent. Hi friends, we're just checking in the middle of day one. Actually, it's not the middle of the day one, but it feels like the middle for us because we got up at 6 in the morning, took a 7:30 flight, landed at 9:30, headed straight to the convention and had a few hours to set up for the con to start at 2 p.m. So we've been setting up and rolling through all the actions and everything since then. But the con started at 2 p.m. today and it will end at 8. So we still have a while to go because it is just about 4:30 right now. So it's only been 2.5 hours in. I am so tired, guys. And along with this weekend, I am also running a table over in my hometown in Phoenix for Phoenix Fan Fusion. But because Fanime requires the artists to be present at their tables for this convention, I have my friends proxying for me over at Phoenix Fan Fusion. So it's my first time having 2 events going at the same time, so it was very stressful for me. I've never had to provide so much inventory, and I was ordering things at down to like the last hour. It was insane, and I was very stressed. But hopefully it seems like everything's going in pretty smoothly. The Fanime is off to a pretty good start. Like just like last year, it was a very heavy, abrupt start. You don't have to wait like 30 minutes for your first sale to go through. So yeah, this is very exciting. All right, check in with you guys later. Okay, I'm quite excited about this new thing that I brought though. Miraculously, I pulled it off, but I got sticker sheets. So I did these Snoopy in a Bake Shop, Snoopy garden sheets. And then I also have these 2, Dungeon Miffy and Miffy with all this retro tech kind of stuff. And they're doing pretty well. I'm super pleased. So I use these bags for packaging the order. So if someone gets like a mini print or a sticker sheet, it just goes in here. And then on the back, I use my stamp to like brand it on the back like this, and it's super cute. But I just made an odd mistake where I stamped it on the wrong corner. But I just figured out that if you put it in like this and then you fold it over, the stamp comes out on front and it's just way cuter. So now I'm gonna switch to doing it this way, but now I have to make sure I coordinate that it's in this corner upside down so it's right when you flip it over and then you seal it and give it to the customer. It just looks so much better. Oh my gosh. No, I did not throw everything on the floor. How dare you? The large canvas ones. So these are like my luxury items. A lot of people really like the soju one, but I want to show them that I have this one too. So I think I'm gonna clip it to the back of this one because there's just not enough space here at Fanime. The tables are so small, but I think I'm gonna just clip it over here so when people are passing by the aisle, they can just see it right here. The blanket. Closing time. It's not the prettiest, but it's the full wrap up. All the way around. I know last year there were a couple of issues of people's apparel getting stolen off the display, so we try to lock it down all the way. All right, guess that's day one. I forgot my cash box. Or not cash box, do not use a cash box out here, but my little cash envelope thing. Had to go back. We forgot our cash. Ugh. Woo. Secured. Secured. It's day 2 of Fanime. Supervisor Miffy is here. She says to work really, really hard today. That is a massive sign. I just had the realization that it's probably a good idea to write my table number on the business card, so I'm going through and writing it all down there. Ah. Ooh, so good. Okay, today's lunch is white rice crunchy. It's fun. But I just got like a traditional one. We had friends that lived here in San Jose and they were super kind of like, and went out of their way to go get some for us and drop it off for us. So this is what the inside looks like. It's wrapped like this. And then it's like meticulously twirled on the end like this. And it's basically just a traditional Taiwanese like rice burrito thing. On the inside there's a fried dough. It's really, really good. And then there's like pork floss and sometimes there's egg. Well, this is one of my favorite treats. And we just don't have this in Phoenix.
Paranoid from the noise. When it goes tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Letting go, high control.
Now, for any of you guys who are also con artists out there, do any of you guys like compare numbers from last year, like day to day? Or like hour by hour. I'm trying not to do hour by hour, but it's like really hard when it feels like really, really different from last year. But I have this issue where I obsessively go back and forth from one year to the next for the same event and just compare the different rates or like look at the number of transactions or the average sale or that kind of thing and see how well I'm doing or not well I'm doing. And then I like put myself in a state where I just feel either really, really good or really, really bad. It's just like this emotional roller coaster. I hear from a lot of artists that they try not to because it can be like very taxing, but I don't know. I think it's also kind of fun to just like guess how much you're going to end up with by the end of the whole event. Not that the money part is like the entirety of the whole event or speaks for it, but it's like because this is my 100% my income, well, it's like 95% of my entire income, it's hard not to think about it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting to like go back and forth between the 2 years. This is what the traffic looks like on Saturday at Fanime. It's a lot of people fanning themselves because it is really warm in here. Oh my god, the magic carp up there. Can I put that on YouTube? Ah! These are all the tables that are right by the front entrance. That is super busy. And Fanime's AA isn't particularly large, so I think a lot of attendees are very intentional with visiting every single table at every single aisle and row. But as you can see, it's very crowded. It's so busy. This is the very back row, the furthest from the entrance. It has these huge windows, which makes it really, really beautiful. And I remember last year that the problem was that these tables got really, really hot. But this year it feels like they actually cranked the AC. Maybe with enough complaints, but it actually feels pretty decent back here. But as you can see, there is plenty of traffic coming in to the back. We decided to put this whiskey poster up in the back just so people can see it and know that we have it. It is kind of dark over here though, but it kind of complements the soju. It's the end of day 2. We've made it. Actually, we have like literally 2 minutes left, but I'm pretty tired. In the beginning, I was legit worried because we were on pace of doing like literally half of last year's. But honestly, if I end with half of last year's numbers, I'm still doing really, really well. And I'll share about that whole like the overall picture from this year and last year at the end of the video. But it's interesting to see how things play out. But today was definitely like very sporadic. Like there were pockets where it was so dead for like 20 minutes. I wouldn't make a single sale. And then just like a shit ton of people would come through. So it's like very like woo. But it's crazy out here. Still having a really, really good time. And the I don't know, the hall is full the whole time, but when the time period for like when people are shopping at my table, it just seems to just like conglomerate into like a condensed like 5 minutes, and so it's just absolutely chaotic. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's cool because some of you guys have come up to me and told me that you guys watch my videos, which I'm just like, what? It's good to know that you guys are real out there, so thank you for that. Just about the end of the day. Miffy's still here. She's been supervising me, and I think she's proud of me.
Paralyzed state of mind. Still my eyes go drip, 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 drip. Try to find the other side. While the sky is going drip, 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 drip. Love has a fate.
Hi. Are you friendly? Can I pet you? Oh my gosh, yes. Good puppy. You're such a good puppy. Thank you.
This is a mural by doll girls. It's so beautiful.
I just wanna play. I feel it in the ether. I feel it in the air. I feel it in the color. It's faded and clear. Maybe it's too hard. Maybe it's too far.
She's got layers.
But I feel it in the ether. And I feel it in the air.
I had a little bit of downtime, so I went a little overzealous with ripping my washi tapes for orders. The whole thing, the whole roll.
Paranoid from the noise. When it goes tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Oh, you got one with washi tape!
Even though I won't be locked.
Oh, this is cute too! Is that the toe? No? Okay. That's okay, yeah.
Can we just enjoy? Not today.
Today is Monday, so this is what the traffic is. There's still a lot of people, but it's definitely not as crowded. But in my opinion, it's still a pretty good amount of people for a Monday half day of the show.
I've been dreaming about you. Wish I knew what you were up to. Wish I can hit you up just to say.
I'm at Vanilla Sherry's table, and she gave me this print. It's so funny. It's so sweet of her. Oh my god. I love it. Absolutely stunning. I had to get this one. This is a tag. Ari Pun.
At all. I'm set up.
I just picked up this really beautiful piece from Hologram. Look at the incredible detail that's in this illustration and the architecture. I love environment pieces so much, but this person is very, very talented. And then part of their table.
I just wanna.
I also couldn't help myself, but I also picked up this Kiki's delivery service. I really, really like the color variation in her shadows and highlights. There's the hue shift, and I think it looks really, really well done. So I just could not help myself. I had to get this one too. Snackies, snackies, snackies. Delivered from Ringo. She said they're like Teddy Grahams, but Moomin, so they're better. Ooh, he's so cute.
I could dream about you tonight.
There's this guy that comes around to different events, and he is the crochet guy, and he has gifted me a crochet something every time we've been at the same event. So this year, to continue the tradition, he crafted this. It's a bouquet of flowers that's a coaster. This is so, so cute. But when you fold it up, he even made a little pot to put the coaster in. Like this. It's so cute. This is like literally the most perfect like desktop item to have. This is going on my desk. I'm so excited. It's so cute. And it can hold my like matcha lattes and stuff right on here. Oh my god. So cute. Thank you so much. Okay, it's the end of the con. They've already called the official end time, but there's still a lot of last second purchasing happening. Go you guys, go, 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 get your bag. But for me, I'm gonna wrap it up. This is pretty much it, but one last final look at the table. It looks a little disheveled. It's okay. But overall, we did pretty good. Not mad about the weekend at all, but it's time to close it down. It's a great, great time. All right, let's do this.
Sitting in my throne, trying to get that late view. I'm plugging to the natural. Remind myself of love and life.
Of the new sticker sheets, the Snoopy ones definitely outsold the Miffy ones. I think Miffy is definitely a less popular mascot because a lot of people just kind of called her the bunny sheet. But Snoopy's did really well. This one did the best. Second place, third place, and then Dungeon Miffy, not Dungeon Meshi, Dungeon Miffy was the last one. But we still sold quite a few of these, so pretty pleased with that.
But it's shallow water on my back.
This is out.
Plastic forward with my fantasy. Won't take this world for granted. Yourself find all the answers.
I take this. Miffy, she's here. She's here. She tired.
Deep in my mind, loving all the time. Money don't override.
That's it. We've done it. We finished another Fanime in the book. Hi. Okay, so I'm back home now, and some other expenses that I didn't have the opportunity to slide into the vlog were my total for Lyft fees. So Lyft/Uber ended up costing me $172, and then the flight itself was another $340. So these are my final numbers. Compared to last year, Fanime definitely underperformed this year, and I think a lot of things fall into place because of this. Last year at Fanime, I ended up making this much, about 14,000, and this year I did not break 10K. So it's really, really interesting to surmise and try to guess like why. Well, I ended up talking to dozens of artists, and the ones that have been doing Fanime for this is their second one or this is their third or fourth one, so that it has historically been an amazing, very stable show. But this year in particular, people are taking 30-40% hits from their numbers from last year, and this could come from a multitude of issues of like a lot of people are kind of saying like, this is Silicon Valley, this is tech town, right? And the tech bubble has kind of burst, where there's been a huge wave of people getting laid off out here from major companies. And so, I mean, obviously that makes a lot of sense, and that gets reflected in people's disposable incomes and how much they budget for spending at Artist Alley, or if they even show up at Fanime. And the other thing that I can think of, there was a huge issue with staff, and not the staff themselves. The staff themselves were fantastic, but I believe that there was a huge campaign from ex-staff members who have been volunteering with Fanime for years and years, where they kind of did an expose of how poorly they were treated. Their whole campaign was failed by Fanime, and they have a website that outlines disorganization and other aspects that staff were unhappy about. And, you know, I think as an artist, it is important to realize how different people of this organization or this event are treated. Failedbyfanime.com kind of outlines a lot of different grievances that they had. Yeah, there was essentially a mass walkout of previous staff members where they had outlined Fanime's inept handling of recorded instances of harassment, taking advantage of the staff, giving them far less than usual volunteer compensation and other things like that. And this website has a lot of information about it, and they outline what they hope for in the future. And it seems like from this list, they are really saddened about the whole issue, and that this was kind of like a lot of things that broke the camel's back. So I think that may or may not have affected things this year. You just absolutely can't tell how things are affected by one another. But I thought that was really important to bring up as well, because staff is obviously a massive part of a successful convention. So it's important to acknowledge those things as well. But it was totally a mixed bag, because some artists did better than last year, which is fantastic. So either they really capitalized on a really popular fandom at the moment, or they just brought a ton of new stuff, or they were strategic with the things that they had. So I was talking with another artist out there, and he was also down in numbers compared to last year, but he said that his partner was doing better than last year, and that might be in combination because their partner had more smaller items that were just like grabbable, and they were moving more products, so getting a higher volume of transactions. So that person ended up doing better than last year, while me and this other artist, a spread of items and big ticket items were definitely not moved. I had quite a few new things that I brought to the table this year. I try to diversify my table prices, so my smallest item is like $4 for stickers, and then my biggest ticket item is $120 for the really large, massive canvas print. So those are my luxury items, and I literally only brought a couple of those to the convention. So it was totally a mixed bag. Some people did really well, some people did a lot more poor, and some people were just like, oh, it's just another Fanime for them. So it was all across the board. But for me, it was a much slower con compared to last year, but even at this cut, it was still a really good convention overall. And like the people that come out to this, you're so cute. Like you guys are so cute. And I love the groups that come in as friends and then they get really excited over like their obsessions, and it's really cute and I love it. And yeah, so I had a really, really good time overall. Of course, like Fanime is probably one of my top 3 favorite events ever. And what else can I mention? Food out here is so good. Oh my God. I feel like San Jose is hard to beat with the regional Asian cuisine dishes and restaurants that you guys have out here. So that's something I always look forward to whenever I'm back in San Jose. And yeah. And for the people that watch my vlogs and then came up to me or recognized me, thank you. I just cannot believe that you guys are out there. It helps when people say, or I get like feedback. It just makes it full circle. And so it feels really nice that you're out there and that you're real. I think I said this earlier in the vlog, but yeah, it means a lot. And I'm really, really grateful. So thanks for sticking around, and thanks for coming by and saying hi. It's everything. So yeah. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Bye.